Hi, today we will be doing an upper extremity muscle skeletal examination. First, I'm going to start with inspection of the shoulder joint and the scapula. So if you could face me anteriorly, here we go. I want to just check for symmetry. Everything looks aligned. I'm going to follow the sternoclavicular joint. We'll follow the clavicle bone up to the acromioclavicular joint. Okay, and now I'm going to have you turn facing forward. I want to inspect the same thing, the scapula. Everything is aligned, symmetrical, and then we're going to follow the scapula up to the acromion process. Okay, that feels great. And then on your left side, gonna follow your acromion down to the cricoid process. Any pain or tenderness there? Okay. And then from there, I'm gonna start my assessment. I'm gonna inspect the shoulder muscles. I'd like to look at the subdeltoid process in the joint space to check for any swelling, inflammation, any pain, nothing like that. You have no pain, tenderness, and then we're gonna palpate for the shoulder tendons here. We're gonna look for the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus, and then also the teres minor. And then also, so everything feels aligned. I would like to do the same side on your opposite arm. So from posteriorly, we're following the scapula to the acromion process here, and just below I'll find that the cricoid process, checking the subdelta fossa, any pain or swelling. And then same thing, those same ligaments here, the supraspinatus, infraspinatus, the teres minor, the ligaments, and then also like to also find the greater tubercle of your humerus, and then palpate for your bicep tendons. And then I'd also like to do that on your left side. So finding the greater tubercle of the humerus and then palpating your bicep tendons. Any pain or anything like that? Okay. So then now we're actually going to follow that humerus down to the elbow. We're going to feel for the medial and lateral epicondyles. Actually, here, I'll put this so you can see it. And then I want to feel the olecranon process. And if you could go ahead, flex. Any pain or tenderness there. And then I'm also feeling that ulnar nerve in the running through the medial side. And then also, okay, so we're going to follow that down to, we will go to the wrist, and we'll feel the radial stylus here, and then we are actually feeling that snuff box just distal to that. And then on the, your radial side right here, and your snuff box. And then also we're going to check your ulnar joint there. And I'm going to check the hand and the wrist. I want to check the metacarpals. Okay, and palpate laterally. And then I'm going to compress the carpal bones, the metacarpals, and then we'll do that medially and laterally as well. And then I'd like to palpate the distal phalangeals, and then the proximal, feeling medial and lateral sides for any bony prominence or any signs of nodules. And do you have any pain or numbness when I do this? Okay. And then so we would do the same thing on the right side. I can demonstrate that one more time. We'll find the tubercle of the humerus, palpate the bicep tendons, and then we're going to just follow the humerus all the way down to the elbow, and here we're going to check the medial and lateral epicondyles, And then I also want to feel that olecranon process while you're bending your elbow. And then check medially in there for that ulnar nerve, any pain, no numbness or tingling. Okay, and then we're going to come down to the wrist joint, and we will be looking at your radial stylus and then that snuff box just distally. And then on the opposite side, we'll be palpating the ulnar joint there. Okay, and then onto the wrist, I just want to check, do you have any painness or swelling? Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and turn the hand anteriorly. I want to feel those carpal bones, the metacarpals, and then we're going to move on to the distal phalangeal and then the proximal, feeling medial and laterally for any joint deformities or nodules. And then also I just want to note that his temperature is regular, his skin is intact, there's no lesions, no masses, no upper extremity edema or swelling, no prominent veins, and then also just showing that he does have bounding pulses bilaterally. And then we would like to go ahead and do some range of motion tests. So we're going to start with your shoulder, and I'd like you to just bring your arms up to your heart level and then all the way up to your head. Okay, so that's going to be your flexion. And then for your extension, I want you to just pull your arms behind your back. Okay, and then for your abduction, I want you to bring your arms across your chest. Yep, and then on the other side as well. Do you have any pain? Oh, you do have
old
pain?
Injuries.
Oh, where's your old injury? Okay, so it's your left shoulder. Yep, he did have a torn ligament in high school from football. So then we will also go ahead and we're going to check your abduction. So I want you to pull your shoulders out to the side. There you go. All right, and then for your internal rotation, I'd like you to put your arm behind your back and touch your, yeah, it's a little tight on that side, huh? Okay, and then on the other side, and then for your external rotation, you're gonna bring your shoulders to the ceiling like this. Okay, great. So the range of motion is good in the shoulders. He does have a little tightness in the right shoulder joint from an old injury that had been surgically repaired. For your elbows, I want you to go ahead and flex your elbow up and down, okay? And I want you to straighten them and then turn and turn. That's your pronation, supination. And then for your wrists, I want you to just pull your arms back and forward like you're kind of pulling the gas on a four-wheeler. And then for your finger joints, go ahead and bring them to your palms. Yep, and then flex them all the way back. I should say extend and flex. Okay, so upper extremities are all intact. Range of motion is good. There's no restrictions, no fasciculations noted, no pain, no swelling, no edema, numbness or tingling, just a little tenderness in that left shoulder joint from a prior surgery. And then if needed, we could do special tests for the rotator cuff if we thought there was a tear. We could do the near impingement test looking for like a swollen, injured, torn ligament. And then also we could do the carpal tunnel sign with the wrist if needed. Thank you.
That was a lot.
I know, it didn't stop.